Hi friends, I am Dr. B.V. Rao of Usha Clinic and founder of the website qmedicaldoubts.blogspot.in and drraghavamedicaldoubts.in. Through these videos, I am providing the basic knowledge about the commonly occurring diseases, treatments and surgery details when necessary for the medical knowledge to general people and for reference to medicals. Today I am going to discuss about the pathological amenorrhea. Amenorrhea due to disorders of upper genital tract, ovaries, pituitary, adrenal gland, thyroid, diabetes, mellitus, and chromosomal anomalies causing amenorrhea. Developmental and acquired defects of upper genital tract. The uterus may not develop or will develop like infantile uterus or fetal type. Endometrium, if present, not affected by ovarian stimulation. Mostly presenting complaint is the delayed puberty. Primary amenorrhea belongs to this group. The cause may be stenosis of cervix during delivery due to laceration during labor. Disorders of ovaries. Failure of development of ovaries is very rare. The usual cause of amenorrhea may be due to hypofunction of ovaries. Many patients with delayed puberty belongs to this group. In Turner syndrome, there is a primary ovarian aplasia, and the patient has short stature, webbing of neck, and cubitus vulgus. The breast is hypoplastic, and secondary sexual characters are poorly developed. The excretion of gonadotropins in the urine is excessive. Amenorrhea also follows surgical removal of both ovaries or inhibited with X-rays or radium to create an artificial menopause or to treat pelvic malignant disease. Tuberculosis of or carcinoma of both sides may cause amenorrhea. Virilizing ovary tumors like erinoblastoma, Hydus cell tumor, and masculinizing tumor also can cause menorrhea. The suprarenal tumor of the ovary, which is a virilizing tumor and produces amenorrhea, and also contains signs of Cushing syndrome and adrenogenital syndrome. Steen-Leventhal syndrome. Steen-Leventhal syndrome causes secondary amenorrhea in young women. These are obese, fistulae, have hypoplasia of breast and infantile. The ovaries are 3 times the normal size and rubbery in consistency. Estrogen, gonadotropin, and 17-ketosteroid excretion levels are normal and differentiate from adrenogenital syndrome. Treatment. Bilateral wedge resection of ovaries is said to restore normal menstruation. Clomifene. Clomifene is the drug of choice in patients with polycystic ovaries or Steen-Leventhal syndrome. 50 to 100 milligrams daily for 5 days each month for 6 months. Amenorrhea due to diseases of pituitary. The hypothalamic and pituitary disorders are difficult to separate, so both are considered in association. Amenorrhea of hypothalamic type is seen in emotion and depressive states, a result of shock, stress, and fear due to sensitivity of hypothalamus to higher cortical influence. Certain organic lesions of brain like cerebral tumor, encephalitis, meningitis, and injury to base of the skull may involve the pituitary portion. Froelich syndrome can produce lethargy, obesity, genital hypoplasia, and amenorrhea. Simon's disease or pituitary cachexia consists of rigidity, amenorrhea, and loss of thyrotropic hormone. Chiari-Formel syndrome is an interesting example of amenorrhea due to pituitary dysfunction. Amenorrhea due to disorders of adrenal gland. Addison's gland hormones secreted by suprarenal cortex and 17-ketosteroid excretion is reduced to minimum, causing weakness, GI upset, emaciation, pigmentation, lowered blood pressure, low BMR, genital atrophy, and meningia. Cushing syndrome. Cushing syndrome is associated with a tumor or with a hyperplasia of suprarenal cortex, as a result of which the corticosteroids are produced in excess, may develop in insulin-resistant diabetes, polycythemia, hypertension, and amenorrhea. Tumors of adrenal cortex. Tumors of adrenal cortex leads to excess production of suprarenal hormone and 17-ketosteroid and excretes in urine up to 300 milligrams. That is, normal is 15 to 15 milligrams. Adrenogenital syndrome. The suprarenal adrenogenic hormone is produced in excess. Urine excretion of 17-ketosteroid is increased, and amenorrhea and atrophy of breast and uterus. Amenorrhea due to diseases of thyroid. In cretinism and childhood myxedema, the child suffers from amenorrhea. In adult myxedema, the patient may suffer from menorrhagia. The hyperthyroid state, menstruation is suppressed or irregular. Amenorrhea in diabetes mellitus. In juvenile diabetes, the girls have genital hypoplasia and amenorrhea. Unless attended, permanent infertility may result. Amenorrhea due to general diseases. Carcinoma, anemia, advanced tuberculosis may cause amenorrhea. Amenorrhea due to malnutrition. Anorexia nervosa, nutritional and psychosomatic amenorrhea are examples. Change in environment, climate, altitude, and stress may produce amenorrhea. Amenorrhea due to chromosomal anomalies. Sex chromosome monosomy XO in tumors of syndrome of amenorrhea. The superfemale trisomy X is known to be associated with secondary amenorrhea in some conditions. Investigations and diagnosis. Besides physical examination of secondary sex characters, breast investigations include radiological examination of chest reveals and excludes tuberculosis. X-ray of pituitary portion. Glucose tolerance test is an important test. Protein bound iodine test and iodine 131, these are low in case of thyroid dysfunction secondary to pituitary dysfunction. Blood cholesterol estimation. Deviation from normal of 180 to 250% suggests thyroid dysfunction. Water excretion test and sodium potassium estimation help in adrenal cortical dysfunction. Diagnostic curettage. In combination with examination under anesthesia, absence of ovarian activity of curettage suggests ovarian subfunction. Genital tuberculosis also is diagnosed in this case. Hysterosalpingography may confirm genital hypoplasia. Vaginal smear. Keratinized epithelial cells with a small dark stained nuclei and eosinophilic cytoplasm confirms the good histologic function and excludes dysfunction. Hormonal assay. The usage is limited but performed sometimes. Response of endometrium to synthetic estrogen. Ethinyl estradiol 0.05 milligrams or stilbestol 1 milligram twice daily for 21 days given. Withdrawal bleeding, if does not occur, reveals that the endometrium is refracted. Cholecystoscopy or peritoneoscopy, useful to diagnose Steyn-Leventhal syndrome. X-ray gynecography, using the peritoneal insufflation of carbon dioxide, is employed to demonstrate Steyn-Leventhal ovary. treatment depends upon the cause of the amenorrhea. That's all about the pathological amenorrhea, and in the next video I will discuss about some other disease. Thank you.